welcome back to Riftforge Studio. Today I am joined by Winters.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So I went up to your channel, didn't I?
Yes,
we had a lovely game.
Yes.
And now he's down here to play me again.
More heresy, more often. So you've got a lovely heresy channel. I wanted to get involved.
Thank you very much for coming down. We've gone for a Cathonia mission today, which is Crucible of War. So there's 3 objective markers in no man's land, and we've got hammer and anvil deployment. We've done them a bit diagonally, a bit your idea, wasn't it? For a bit of early scoring for both of us, and then a bit of a fight in the middle for the other one.
Basically.
I've got the Blood Angels, very fast, lots of infantry.
Yes.
A couple of big things as well.
Yes, very scary, very punchy, and I brought the Mechanicum, which is very shooty.
Yes.
So it's the punch versus the gun.
So what will come out on top? You wanted to do the Mechanicum because they're a bit in the news, as it were, at the moment.
Yeah, they're hot off the press, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting a Mechanicum army?
I am not.
Everyone's
but the other lads are.
Yeah, allied Mechanicum.
Yeah.
Bolt them onto something.
Yeah,
add some big guns.
Yeah, and some good scoring units as well.
Yes, very good. Yes.
We've got a couple of shout outs. The terrain that you'll see today is provided by Urban Mats, as well as the mat. And you'll see some little barrels scattered around, which is supplied by March of War. Add quite a bit of flavour to the table.
Yeah.
I don't think we've got a whole lot else to say. We know the mission.
Yes. You're going first.
Yes.
Unless I steal from you.
Yeah, and you said...
Would I steal?
Yeah.
Would I steal? I'm the bad guys today, because you're the Blood Angels.
Yeah, you are.
So I feel obliged to try and at least steal from you, because that's what bad guys do.
Yeah, that sounds fair. All right, we'll see you at the table. Here is my 3,250 points of Blood Angels, running the Rite of War Day of Sorrows. Leading the force is a Delegatus with a jump pack and a Blade of Perdition. He's taken the Warlord trait off Paragon of Unity, so anyone with line of sight of him can use his leadership. And accompanying him is 5 Sanguinary Guard with a banner and power lance upgrade, and then the rest have got blades of perditions or axes of perditions. Second HQ is a Legion Chaplain with a jump pack, and he has got a blade of perdition. On to my elites. I have got 3 apothecaries, 2 with power swords and jump packs, and 1 with just a jump pack upgrade. Then we've got a Tartarus Terminator squad. These have got 3 chain fists, 2 power fists, and all plasma combis in a dedicated transport of a Land Raider. And we have also got a 10-man strong Dawnbreaker cohort. No upgrades to those, just stock. Onto my troops, we have got 2 15-man assault squads, both with 3 power axes and a power fist on a sergeant. Here's the second one. And then we've got a tactical squad, 10-man strong. The only upgrade in there is the Vexilla. And then we've got Crimson Paladins, because of the Rite of War, these become troops and line. And the sergeant has a Spear of Perdition, and there's also the assault cannon in there with their sunset blades. Again, dedicated transport of a Land Raider. Fast attack, right next to them we've got 2 javelins with missiles and multi-mouters. And we've also got the Incendious Dreadnought back out again with the 2 claws and the assault cannons inside. And then the Leviathan with all the tricks, the storm cannon, assault cannons in the nipples, claw in the mouter, and phosphex on top. That's my 3,250.
So today I brought the Mechanicum Legio Cybernetica, led by an Arch Magos Prime. You can see at the front there. That unlocks the Castellax's line units, and he's got his Augury Scanner, Melter Bombs, Cyber Familiar, and something else, Rag Grenades. I gave him all the upgrades, because he's an Archmagos and he deserves all the upgrades. I've mastercrafted that Mechadendrite Hive as well, so he'd be pretty much a beast in close combat. And he's got the Logic of Victory Warlord trait. I think that's what it's called, or the Science of Slaughter, one of them. The one that gives me 2 reactions in the assault phase, and he gets better in combat. His weapon skill and strength goes up for every round of combat after the first. Next to him is a Magos Dominus. He's got a Cyber Familiar and mastercrafted servo arm. He's just there with his buddy to give out orders to the robots, because robots can't react. And robots need to be overridden, to be told to do things better. He's also got an augury scanner and metal bombs as well. I've tooled him up because points. On the left, we've got all the troops over here. There's a unit of 10 Tech Thralls, just because I had some points left over. And there is 3 units of Thalax, a unit of 6, a unit of 3, and a unit of 3. The 2 units of 3 have got multi-melters and melter bombs, just in case I want them to go deep striking in and tank hunting. The unit of 6 have got photon thrusters, poorly converted from way back in 1st edition, but they blind, so they could do some work. Behind them, 2 units of 4 Castellax, 1 with the dreaded Darkfire cannons and 1 with multi-melters, power blades and flamer upgrades. And then down in the bottom right, we have our Myrmidons, who are probably going to be a bodyguard unit for my Archmagos. There's 2 grav guns in there. Sorry, there's 1 with grav guns in there, 2 with Maxim bolters, and 3 with phased plasma fusils. These guys are tough. They've got 4 wounds. They're toughness 5, 5 up and vulnerable save. They've got hatred. They can be quite nasty, and when these guys come out in plastic, people will be buying a lot of them. In the backfield, the big guns, a unit of 2 Thanatars with the Helix plasma mortars to rain death, and then finally a Paragon of Metal. You can only bring 1 Paragon of Metal in an AdMech army, and this guy isn't subject to the program behavior of all the other robots. He can act independently. Paragon of Metal with a Solix Heavy Las, well, he's got an extra wound, an extra weapon skill, rampage, it will not die, precision shots. He's a beast. He can run around on his own. He's got strength 10 attacks, strength 10 shooting. He's probably priority target number 1.
Here we are deployed. So you've seen the armies. Winters, you've got 1 unit in reserve.
Just 1 Thalax, multi-melters, melter bombs, going tank hunting.
Yeah,
not 2 because I need them on the table to score. But 1 is nice.
Yeah. I'm not allowed any reserves due to my right of war. Currently, I've won the strategic advantage. I'll be going first. You can see, as we were talked about, there's a diagonal line of the objectives. So we've both got 1 close to us and 1 to scrap over. Winters, you are traitor, so you are going to
I'm definitely going to try. I'm going to try and seize.
And we're looking for a big 6.
The Emperor must die.
Oh,
yay!
He's got it.
Yay!
So we're going to go on to Mechanicum, turn 1. So end of Mechanicum, turn 1 movement. You've shuffled some stuff forward, haven't you, Winters?
Well, the plan is, that's my home field objective over there, right?
Yeah,
and
so you've got to secure that.
A line unit on there and another unit back there, and my Warlord is buried in there, so I won't lose my Warlord. But in this mission, you get a point for every objective that you control at the end of the player turn.
Yeah.
So I get 1-2 points there. And then your whole army comes charging forward and tries to eat my lovely machinery toys.
They will show their chainswords to your face.
But there's extra bonuses, points to get. So before you swarm me and take everything, I need to take as many points as possible. You get a point for killing something in turn 1.
Yeah.
And you get a point for killing the Warlord.
Yeah.
And you get an extra point
if it's a HQ.
If it's a HQ.
So you saying you've got a sniping strength 10 las cannon thing.
Yes.
That can see the Warlord.
Yes.
And I can't shroud.
You can shroud it. You can shroud this. And I think I'll open up the shooting phase by trying to kill your Warlord.
All right, let's do that. So as we said, we're starting off the Thanatar with the big cannon into the Warlord. I am electing to shroud because I don't want to give Winters too many points straight away.
Can I just say, this is incredibly cheeky of me to try and do this in turn 1. but I don't feel bad. I'm a traitor.
No,
I'm
that's
allowed.
fine. So hitting on 3s?
3s to hit, yeah.
And 4's a precision. So that's 1 precision.
1 precision, 1 not precision.
Obviously going on the Warlord.
So this one is going to wound the unit on a 2, and the precision one will wound your Warlord on a 2. And it doesn't wound him.
Okay.
AB2.
So I've got 1 Shroud save to make. No, so 1 Sanguinary Guard dies.
So after the Thanatar fired, my second in command has shouted at the other Thanatars over here to ignore the first damage from every shooting attack that comes through.
Yeah.
Because I think you want to light them up. And I'm going to fire their guns twice, up and over, and try and destroy an entire unit of Assault Marines over here.
Yeah, so we're going around here,
Yes.
clipping the Dreadnought as well, if we hit.
Yeah, I'll try and get as many as I can. We'll check line of sight in a second.
Yeah.
But the
We'll
thing
roll
is,
the scatter and see what happens.
well, the thing is, because I'm firing them twice, their guns overheat, so each Thanatar takes D3 wounds straight away. So they're both taking 3 wounds.
Well, that's good for me,
Yeah.
I suppose, but I am going to eat some plasma. So now we just need to scatter.
So where are we going to put it? I think
That is getting quite a lot.
that's going to get quite a lot of them.
And I can't react because I've
That's
used my
getting the
own
same
reactor.
number. We're putting it on his head.
And his leg.
His head. This is the first shot. Ballistic skill 4, so it's going this way 4 inches.
So after we've rolled all the scatters for ease of our admin, you got a lot of hits actually after that initial miss.
27.
27 hits and 4 on the Dreadnought.
Yes.
So here's a 27. Wounded on 2s, 4s are breaching.
And it ignores cover, so on 4s you're just picking them up.
Yeah. So it's 14 4-ups, so 14 are dead.
Yay.
And we've now got 9 more to make 3-ups. And that is a squad
Yay.
wiped.
So I didn't manage to kill the Warlord and get me extra points, but I got them.
Yes.
That's an extra
But
point.
we'll see if you kill an elite or something later on.
Yeah.
You've still got a bit more shooting. You also got 4 on the Leviathan.
4 on the Leviathan, strength
so
8
this-
versus toughness 8.
so
I
this
need
is the
4s,
4s.
but 4s breach.
And then we need 5-ups. So he takes 2 wounds. Next up, we're gonna, as Winters put it, continue tickling the Leviathan
Yes.
with these phalanx in the
It's
middle.
the only thing they can shoot at. So here's the lightning gun, which hits on a 3, misses, and here's the multi-melter, which hits and doesn't wound.
Doesn't wound, no. And that's that. Nice. Castellax shooting into the command squad is 4 shots. They can only reach 3.
Yes.
So maximum 3 will die. 1 is the banner though, so
Is it?
it will
So
descore it.
I'm rather disappointed I haven't killed your Warlord, so I'm going to keep picking on them, you see. So we're hitting on 3s. They are twin-linked. And we are wounding on 2s. There's loads of cover between me and you, though, so they all wound.
Can I borrow those for the covers?
Of course.
We saved none, so those 3 are dead.
And the banner falls.
Yeah, and
Glorious.
they will be on a leadership test.
Nice. So after they unloaded, after the Castellax unloaded, my Warlord is attached to the Myrmidons behind, and he wants to override the battle protocols of the Castellax so that they can ignore the first shooting attack from every shooting attack that comes through and react. Because I'm overriding them twice, I need to pass a leadership test. If I fail this leadership test, the unit of Myrmidons are pinned, and I want to fire the Myrmidons next. So please don't be pinned. Leadership 10 though, he is an Archmagos. He's not pinned.
That's
okay,
fine.
good. And now the unit that he's attached to, so they're reacting, which is good.
Yep.
And the unit he's attached to, I've got a lot of plasma shooting across the table, and I can only hit the first 5 in this assault squad, but you're telling me that your sergeant is in the front rank.
He's right there.
That was a mistake, wasn't it?
It was. It's because you stole the initiative.
I did steal the
is all
initiative,
the
and I
problems.
don't feel bad about that. I am a traitor. We're firing phase plasma fusils now. Myrmidons hit on 2s, but they get hot. So we'll put that to the side for now. One of them's getting hot on one of the guys. That's another one getting hot, and I didn't get enough dice. Let me get 6 more dice.
I think there might be 1 more.
There's another one.
There.
So 2 on 1, and then getting hot.
No.
Okay, so they all hit. Over here, 2 5-up invulnerable saves, because these are AP3 and they have 3-up armor. On one fella, he takes 2 wounds, and on another fella, he's okay.
And they got 4 wounds each.
They got 4 wounds each.
So one's down to 2.
Yes. Now, this plasma is strength 6 plasma,
Yeah, there's
not
still
strength
2s.
7 plasma. And it breaches on a 4, like most plasma
Yeah, okay.
does. So really looking for those 4s. fortunately, you're in a crap ton of cover.
Yes, but there's a crap load of 4s.
Yes.
So there were 10 breaching shots. Only 5 can die, so we're going to do these first. There's 5 up covers, which I save 4. It's not too bad.
Nice.
But there is an apothecary in there.
Nice.
Who saves 2, so there's 1 more that can be killed.
I guess that'd be your sergeant, huh?
And he's going to be on 3 ups. Oh, now it's Doctor.
No.
Oh, he just dies, so he just kills the 5.
So I fired everything except for this unit of 4 dark fire cannons. And the 2 on this side can draw line of sight through that ruin into your warlord.
Yep.
But the other 2 can't see because of the parallax effect with the ruin.
Yep.
So I was thinking about firing them down into the troops or into the tacticals or trying to blind the dreadnought with it because it is a blinding weapon. And then you pointed out that your warlord's a delegatus with only 2 wounds.
Yes.
And I've got 4 shots.
And there's 4 wounds in that unit.
There's 4 wounds in that unit. So if I hit with everything, wound with everything, and you fail all the saves, you're telling me there's a chance.
There's a possibility.
It's definitely a chance. So I'm going for it. Let's put all the shots into them. Darkfire cannons get hot, so I have to roll them separately. And one of them does get hot, and that'll be a 5-up and vulnerable save, and one of them takes a wound. Okay, so there's no. I'm not going to kill him.
No.
But I'm going to tickle him on 2s.
2s.
And they're AP2.
Okay, so we're firing through the ruins.
Yes.
So we're going to have a 5-up there.
Yes.
It's going to go on the Sanguinary Guard first, so he's got 2 wounds.
Yes.
So he dies.
Right.
And then there's a 5-up invul on the other chap anyway.
Ooh.
So he's down to 1.
And it's also blinding, so don't roll a 6 for your initiative.
Yeah, initiative 5. Oh, he's not blinded.
But I've tickled him. If he bleeds, we can kill it.
End of the shooting phase. I've got leaderships to do, so he has lost all his buddies. In leadership 9, he's fine. And then we've got 5 guys here that die, so that's 25%.
But the sergeant,
Leadership 7.
they're okay.
They're insane bravery.
Yeah.
I believe that comes to the end of your turn.
Yes.
There's going to be no charges. You're not thrusting away in the middle here because you
No.
want to keep the points.
I want to score that. These guys were out of range. They couldn't score. I actually stayed back kind of as far as I could, really, to try and deny some first turn charges, but I think there still might be 1 or 2 you might be able to pull
There
off.
might be a couple.
But yeah, I think that was pretty good. Stealing from you was good. The Emperor must die, that's a good phrase as well. Someone should write that down.
So, at the end of your turn 1, you
Yes.
scored 2 on the primaries.
Yes.
And because the Sanguinary Guard is dead,
Yeah.
and they're a HQ option in the retinue,
Right.
that's worth 2.
I didn't even think that.
No.
you
Neither
telling-
did I. You were just going for glory for the Warlord for the
I
whole
was.
3. But that does mean he's free to join a unit now.
Yes.
Right, so we're going on to Blood Angels turn 1. It's the end of turn 1 Blood Angels movement. I've been very aggressive. And I've done some sneaky stuff. So, first off, I activated the jump pack on this. And the jump pack units come up as well. 1 died going through the terrain. Winters, you chose to react forward here, didn't you? To
Yes.
blockade the objective.
Trying to keep that home field objective secure as much as I can. There's a lot of charges.
But yeah, there's a lot converging on them. So
Yes.
Determinator, I didn't immobilise myself.
No, well done.
We got out and we're very close. We've come around the side, we're very close. So the longest charge there is the jump assault unit. In the middle, I need to deny Winters this. So what I did was sneaky is I could get 1 up here and then the Warlord was in front and he could jump over and join that unit, and now he makes that charge quite short. But it's going to be a dangerous terrain for anyone that lands or starts in terrain.
It's like only a 5-inch charge.
Yeah.
Both Alex are in trouble. You've got Hatred, Praetor, Dread. Do they score the Dawnbringers if you
No,
take that central one?
No, but they'll
Not
deny
yet.
it, and when you kill half, then they'll start scoring.
Yes, yes,
So it's shoot them, but make sure you kill them.
yes.
The Leviathan trundled forward because he needs to keep moving with his minimum movement that he's got. The tactical squad have just shimmied around that objective. They were sort of in range of it anyway, but just to make it more theirs.
Yes.
And then we've got out here, and I believe that was an 8-inch charge
Yes.
we were looking for there. But you never know. Chances are it might come off.
I have to say, I underestimated the speed of your army.
They
I said
are
there might be a
fast.
couple of first turn charges. It looks like they could potentially. You've lined up for 5 or 6 potential first turn charges.
Yes.
It'll be glorious if you make it.
I've got to make at least a couple, right?
Yes.
Out of all those. But it is a combat army, but it does have some shooting, which we're going to do now. Starting off nice and central with the Leviathan at the big plasma death Thanatars.
Yes.
These can't react, but they ignore the first wound from a shooting attack. So I'm going to start off with the Storm Cannon, hitting on 2s.
Nice.
And then its strength 7 are going to be wounded on 5s, which are breaching.
Okay.
So we ignore that one.
Yes.
And then you've just got 1 5-up invul.
Takes a wound.
So 1 takes a wound. And then we do have 8 assault cannons coming in as well.
Okay.
And then these are... Oh, we'll take those 2 out. These are hitting on 2s. No longer jam, thankfully. And these are going to be wounded on 6s, which we get none. So we only take a wound off.
Take a level.
Leviathan. Land Raider is going to use his Machine Spirit to shoot 1 las cannon at this Thanatar, and then the Myrmidons are going to get the rest of the weaponry. Las cannons first, hitting on 3s. So we only move 6. We can fire to 4 guns.
Toughness 8, wounds on 3s. And then I ignore that wound.
Oh, is it each shot?
Each shot, yeah. Robots can't react. They can't shroud, but they've got that. That's their thing that helps them be a bit more resilient.
That's very good. The Myrmidons are going to eat some las cannons, hopefully, as well.
Yes.
Well, he's going to eat 1.
Wounds.
Take 1.
5 up and bun. I'm okay.
That's all right. And then heavy bolters. These are twin link though. And toughness 5.
Yes.
So 4s.
All the wounds all the time. So 3 up saves. 1's on 2 wounds already. And he's still alive on 1 wound. Ooh.
The other Land Raider is not going to shoot this right-hand sponson.
Why not?
Because this guy can react.
He
He's
can.
Paragon of Metal.
Yeah, it's only got a really big gun. It's only strength 10, AP 1, shock pulse, armor vein ranged.
And so it might not be an even trade.
No.
But the heavy bolter and the left-hand sponson can see these Castellax. So they're going to shoot them. So we're going for las cannons, hitting on 3s. 1 hit. 1 invul for yourself.
5 up and done. I'm okay.
And then heavy bolters. Twin linked. 3, and these is toughness 6.
Yes.
So 5s. 1.
1 wound, 1 trip save. I'm okay.
Off camera, I just took some bolt pistols into these. Not expecting much, we didn't record it, but it did cause 2 wounds.
Always when you turn the camera off, right?
It's like it's written in the stars. The Incendious Dreadnought is shooting next into them. Still not reacting.
No.
8 shots with the assault cannons. And he misses 3 times.
Yes.
Not very good on 2s. He's wounded on 4s.
Yes.
There's only 2. So there's 2 full armor saves. There's no rending.
3s. I'm okay.
So I've been trying to avoid it,
Yes.
but it's now going to happen.
Right.
So these are going to open up, and then the Castellax are going to return fire.
Yes, I'm definitely, yes.
With flamers and melters. Basically, I want to just knock off some wounds so there's more of a chance of killing them when I charge, so I get that point. So we'll get in 4 missiles.
I like the fact that you're doing everything to draw out a reaction.
Yeah, I know.
Wait.
I tried to base. These are twin linked, thankfully. It does not help.
No. Wounds on 2s.
2s.
And it's AP3, right?
Yes, that'd be invuls, right?
5 up and duns. 1's on a wound.
One's on a wound. Now we've got the multi-melters. And then these are wounded on 2s. That's 2 more invuls.
5 up and duns. You do kill 1.
Yeah, and he's
it's going to blow up. Let's see how far he blows. He blows up 3 inches. I think it's going to tickle a Terminator.
Yeah.
Wounds that Terminator on a 2, and it wounds it. Don't roll a 1. You don't roll a 1, and then I'm going to return fire and put 4 twin link multi-melters
straight into the javelins, yeah.
And they're not going to get cover for this because they're javelins.
That's twin linked.
Oh, I missed one of them. These are wound on 2s, so 1's half dead, taking 2 wounds. Now each of these guys have got 2 flamers, so we're looking at this number D3 wall of death hits as well, but they are only strength 4.
Some big ones though. So we've got 19 hits there, and we're looking for 6s.
Yes. 2 more wounds to tickle off a dude, and I only wound
just
once.
1. And I got 3 up save.
You're okay. You were scared of that return fire, but you're okay.
Not as bad as I thought. So he's gone.
Yes.
He's on the back one's on half-life. And now I'm going to rapid fire some plasma into these. So rapid firing, starting from front to back for any gets hot. Sergeant at the front, 2 hits. The chap behind gets hot, doesn't lose a wound. Gets hot, doesn't lose a wound. Gets hot again, doesn't lose a wound. And he both hits. So we've got 7 hits there. And we're going to be wounded on freeze, 4's breaching. So 1 didn't wound, we got 6 breaching though, so we're 5 ups.
You kill another robot.
One,
I'll put it on the front.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
He's going to blow.
He's going to blow 6 inches. It'll hit your dreadnought, wound your dreadnought on a 3. I missed the tub. There's the tub. So the dreadnought has a 2-up save on that.
He is all right.
Then we've got to measure.
Yeah, I think it's going to be 2 or 3. So it reached 3.
Wounds 3.
Wounds 3.
3 2-up saves. You're good.
Ooh, they're fine. So that's shooting finished. No morale because Mechanicum units that were shot to bits were fearless.
Yeah.
We're going to start off with the Assault Marines requiring a 7-inch to get into these Castellax.
Yeah.
Or you wait until I roll to choose, don't you? They got an 8.
Okay.
Or are you going to blast them?
No, we're not going to Overwatch them.
Okay.
I don't think the Castellax are long for this world.
Okay, and then the Tartarus needed a 5, which they fail. And then he needed a 3 because he uses jump pack, so he's super fast.
Yeah.
That's it. Now, the Leviathan needed a 10, so I feel like I'm going to do that one first.
Yes.
It's a big one. No. The Warlord and the Dawnbreakers needed a 5.
Yes, with the +2 with the jump packs.
They make it with a 6.
Okay.
Or are we reacting with that one?
No, we're waiting over
we're waiting here
for your Terminators to come charging this way.
Winters is a very patient man. So this is an 8, and you're going to Overwatch no matter what. And we're getting 8.
You do make a charge.
So we're going to be in.
I'm going to hit you on 3s. I hit you twice. This is strength 10 AP2. I wound you twice.
I got 4 up in bolts. They both save.
Beautiful.
And you got some bolters to chuck in as well.
Yes, the Mauler pattern bolt cannons. These hit on 3s. They are twin linked, and they're strength 6, so they wound on 2s.
So use that. That's 3.
They pin and things, but you can't get pinned in the charge.
And they all save anyway.
And you're good.
Excellent. So we've moved everything in, we've shuffled stuff, we've done Dangerous Terrain. I got a wound on a chap in there. These were all right. We remembered an explosion also hits you.
Yes, the explosion from the Castellax.
So it wounded the Castellax, and then the big one that was 6-inch actually hit quite a lot of the Myrmidons.
Yeah.
And one of the, I forget their names.
Tech Throws.
Tech Throws. Killed him. And managed to kill, well, it caused 3 wounds, so it finished off the one that was on 1 wound and put 2 on the other.
Yeah.
So that was good remembering by Winters there, very fairly. We're going to start here just because we are here. And we're going to start with the Assault Squad at Initiative 4. Initiative set 10 we should do first, which would be 2 Hammer Rafts from the Assault Marines wounded on 6s, which they do not. And then because he activated his jump pack this turn, he will get 2 Hammer Rafts wounded on 3s for 1.
3-up save. I'm good.
It's fine. Now we have 15 attacks with chainswords coming in. Hitting on weapon skill 4?
Yeah, you will hit him on 3s. On weapon skill 3.
Oh, your weapon skill 3, so hitting on 3s.
Dumb robot.
Wounded on 5s because the charge I get +1 to the wound roll. And we do have Shred with those chainswords, which is a healthy number of 5s already. And added a couple more to make it 6.
6 wounds. I have 6 3-up saves to make. One's already taken 3 wounds, and it's down to 1 left, not dead yet.
Ooh. Next up, the Apothecary is the last person in range in that squad. He'll be hitting on 3s. And then he'll be wounded on 5s.
With Shred?
No, it's a power sword, so no Shred for him.
Okay.
But now we have got the Incendius. The Incendius Dreadnought at Initiative 4, 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. It's good.
This is going to be nasty.
Now, he gets +1 to wound as well.
Yes.
I had to double check because it doesn't normally come up because he just wounds on 2s anyway because he's so strong. And it's going to be 2s with Shred. Oh, that doesn't help.
And each is brutal too.
And he is brutal too, so that is
So on the one that's wounded on one wound remaining,
wound.
he's gone.
He dies, and then he's got 6.
All of these on the remaining guy. And they're both gone.
Okay, and that's a double blow.
Yes, and the one on the right is 3, and the one on the left is 6. That's the explosions.
Hurt a lot.
Should we do this off camera? There's a lot of models in there.
So the result of that, it killed 6 assault marines, hit some of the Terminators, they were lucky. It killed another Myrmidon, which I'm happy about, and it only killed 2 Tech-Frowls, which is good for you. The most important thing that happened here is I consolidated, and I got within 3 of your objective.
Yeah.
So we're denying.
Yeah.
On to the next combat. We've piled in. Basically 5 Dawnbreakers can hit, and the Delegatus. Delegatus can strike first because he is the leader, so he might as well strike. He's hitting on 3s, and he's done terribly.
Chaplain. Chaplain's attached to that squad.
Very well.
You hate me.
Not enough. So he's going to be up to strength 5, which will be 4s, but because he charged and he's a Blood Angel, it'll be 3s. And that is 2 brutal 2 AP 3s, so it'll be 2 feel no pains.
6s. I feel a bit of pain.
Wound. So the Dawnbreakers will get 16 because the Sergeant's at the front. Hitting on 3s, but we do remember we have the Chaplain.
Yes.
So only 2 drops, that's 14 hits. So we're +1 strength with the weapons, Furious Charge, and then Blood Angels. We're actually wounded on 2s here.
Go straight through the armour as well, right?
Yes.
So this is a lot of 6-up, feel no pains.
Yeah.
I got this. I got this. I don't got this. They're all dead.
Oh. On to the last combat. The robot's big and dumb and slow.
Yeah.
So he will be going last. The Spear of Perdition will be striking first at initiative 5 of reach, hitting on 3s. And then we're going to be looking for 5s because I charged. So that's 4 wounds because it's brutal 2.
Is it?
But it's only AP 3, so you get your full 2-ups.
2 up 6. Okay. I'm okay.
And you're fine. And now I need some more dice for swords. Sunset Blades, 12 attacks, hitting on 3s. And they've got a 5-up rend, so no matter what, even with the Blood Angels traits, I just want 5s. Anyway. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 in there.
That's pretty good. 4 5-up and vulnerable saves coming up. I make 2 of them. It's down to 6 wounds remaining because it is a Paragon of
the extra
Metal.
one, yeah.
And
now he does hit back.
Does hit back. Now, normally 3 attacks, but because Paragon of Metal, Rampage 2, so 2 extra attacks because
He's outnumbered.
I'm in base with the things. And then I'm hitting you back on 5s.
Yes, because I'm greater weapon skill. You get 1.
I get 1. It's strength 10.
So it might murderize
AP 1. Smush.
Definitely a potential. With the invul, it does kill 1.
Smush.
So that'll be 2 wounds each.
Well, I'm fearless anyway, I think. So.
That would have been wounded on a 3, which I think you rolled high anyway, just because of their shields. It's -1 to the wound roll.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because you rolled really well. So that marks the end of Blood Angel's turn 1, and it has been aggressive. We're in the other half of the board now with quite a few units. We've killed a couple of scoring, which is good to stop Winters scoring. It also got me a point for the first strike. I've managed to lock that into combat, so it's not less shooting coming out from him. I still am very much worried about these. I have gone very aggressive to get as close for the blasts. Nothing else for me to say.
You get that objective over there as well.
Yes, so I got another point. So it was 2-4 to Winters so far.
And in turn 2, my reserves are going to come in on a 3.
They do.
Okay, so in turn 2, in the movement phase, lots of thinking. Sorry about the pause. But we realise that you've got a unit of line over here. They can score.
Yep.
And then there's the unit of line all the way over there. They can score.
Yep.
And this unit locked up with my Thanatar, which are probably, let's face it, going to be there for the rest of the game.
We think.
And it's 4 points to 2. So if I stop you scoring, I stop you getting more points, then it will come down to can you kill the Warlord and will you have more units remaining on the table at the end of the game, which you probably will because you outnumber me 78 to 1. And you're going to keep hitting me like Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball. So I've got to try and stop you scoring somehow.
Yeah.
So that's where my brain went. So we've moved the Thalax over to this flank. I was thinking about putting them up the gut, up the middle, but we've moved them over to this flank because there's 4 dudes in that unit with the apothecary over there. Kill them.
Don't want to be shot.
And you reacted with your Dawnbreakers, came this way.
Yes. So I chased them, which gave me more of an opportunity to spread out more than anything, because
Thanatars.
I know what they do.
Yeah.
I've learned about those.
Yeah. I didn't move my Warlords unit with the Myrmidons. The idea is to shoot, charge, Contemptor Dreadnought, kill it. I've got some Grav in there, got some Plasma in there, got some Rag Grenades in there. It should be enough, he says.
And then that will give you your home objective.
It will give me my objective back again, fortunately. Maybe. After you did the reaction, we'll have to measure up for that. Then coming back over here, these guys need to try and get you off of this objective.
Yeah, that's their plan.
That's their plan. To help me do that,
you've got some people jumping in.
I've got a unit that can deep strike in, and I'm thinking about deep striking it there.
Yes.
And this will not go wrong. This will land perfectly.
It never goes wrong.
It's going to be absolutely fine. We're going to land there. We don't land there. That's definitely a deep strike miss.
Yeah.
Right, that deep strike went horribly wrong. So the Magus with the Castellax unit.
Well, yeah, they landed here. That's why I chose them.
Yes, thank you. The Magus with the Castellax unit then really needs to pour it on the unit that I want to break, make them flee off the objective. So this time I'm going to override their battle protocol so they shoot better. Because I'm only doing 1 override, I don't need to pass the leadership test. Nope. It means they hit on 2s though.
Yes.
And the front rank have got bolt guns, and they are in range. And I rolled 3 1s. Brilliant.
Not been linked to anything.
Well, no. That does wound. That's a normal wound.
It's a 3 up, followed by a 6 up Heart of the Legion.
Oh, that's good. That kicked in. And then the Darkfire cannons get hot, so I'm doing them individually, but these all hit on 2s.
They do very well.
Hit. Strength 7.
So these are 2s.
AP2. They all wound. That's 8 wounds at AP2.
So that'll be 8. There's a straight line for no cover there.
Yeah.
So it will just be Heart of the Legions.
Yeah. Oh dear.
We get a lot of opposites of Heart Legions.
Yeah, that's no heart.
So 8 die. So these
Thalax. I'm going to try and get your other scoring unit down now.
Get rid of them.
4 things to get through. I've got 4 lightning guns. We're going to do the straight shots. And they hit on 3s. That's only 2 hits. They're strength 7. And they rend on a 4.
So that's 2 rends. There's intervening stuff, so it'll be a 6 up cover, followed by a Doctor, which kills. But he doesn't save any, so 2 die.
So there's 2 left.
And then multi-melters.
2 photon thrusters in this squad. And they get hot, so I have to roll them separately, but we all hit. And they're strength 6, AP2, and they all wound.
Okay, so we want the same again. We want 6s. So we save 1. And then we want some 5s.
We got
That's
them.
not enough. The squad goes.
Okay, so that works. Now we're coming down to the Archmagos, and his unit wants to unload everything into the Contemptor Dreadnought right in front of me. And in lieu of my Archmagos making the shooting attack, he's going to override the Thanatar's protocols. He's going to do 2 things. So I need to pass the Leadership 10 test. I pass the Leadership 10 test, and we're telling them to react, and we're telling them to ignore the first damage from every shooting attack that comes through, because they're going to get a lot of attention next turn.
Yes.
And now we'll shoot everything at your Contemptor Dreadnought. You can react to this.
I am not.
You're not. Okay. I've got 2 Graviton guns in the squad. Myrmidons hit on 2s. These are haywire.
So that's 1 straight through and 1 in bottle. She takes 2, so she's down to 4.
2 wounds so far. Here's the Maxim Bolters. They hit on 2s. These will need 6s to wound though. 1 wound.
1 out of the dice tray, reroll that 1.
1 wound.
Just a 1. 2 up. Fine. Now some plasma shots.
Also, my Warlord has a Mechadendrite Hive, which is got a melter on it.
He did his loo and shoot.
Oh yes, you're right. Yes. Thank you. Good. Brain fart there. Yes, now the plasma shots. 2s to hit, which get hot. None of them are dead yet. That's a 5 up in button, so he's okay.
He's alive and healthy.
The other shots, crazy amount of firepower, these guys. They all hit.
All fine.
So loads of hits, but I need 5s to wound.
5s to wound, but they will all be breaching, right?
Yes, and he's got 4 wounds left, right?
Yeah.
So you're saying there's a chance. There is.
1, 2, 3, so he's going to be alive.
I'm going to have to charge him.
He's on 1 wound.
So now the tech thralls are going to try and take that last wound off the Contemptor Dreadnought, and if these toasters manage to kill this ancient brother, you're never allowed to field him again. This will be embarrassing, okay?
So there could be a Contemptor up for sale soon.
There could be a Contemptor up for sale, because these guys hit on 5s. They're not great shots.
So it'd be 5s.
And I hit a couple of times. Right.
Okay. And now...
That was 5 hits. We're going to wound on 6s. Are you ready for this? Death by tech thrall. No wounds, you're fine. You're fine.
Okay. He can fight again.
So finally, the Thanatars, I just have to shoot the Dawnbringers. Look at them. They're right there. They have to be shot. And you're doing your thing. I'm
doing my thing, which I don't know what the thing is called, so we're going to call it the thing.
The Blood Angels thing.
And they're gonna gain Shrouded, which is not going to work.
Because I have Ignored Cover.
But if there's any alive, I'm going to charge you.
Yes. So one of them is on 3 wounds, one of them is on 4 wounds. And because you're charging me, because of all those things, I'm going to overcook the gun on the one on 4 wounds.
Yep.
Potentially, if I did it on this one, he could kill himself.
Yes.
So how many wounds do I take to myself? Brilliant.
So he's on 1.
I've taken 6 wounds on that Thanatar, and it's all for my own folly. And then we put the blast template right in the middle.
We're hoping for a hit there for 5.
It's going to hit 5. We've got 3 of these to go, and the first one is a hit, and the second one is a hit.
That's 10.
And the third one, we have a full house, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, God. It's got 15 hits, 2s to kill.
Have you not got an invulnerable save in there or anything?
I've got some invulnerable,
have you?
Invulnerable
some,
saves.
But otherwise breaching on a 4-up, just dead?
Yes.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. So we've got 7 breaching, 5 normal. So I'm going to do the 5 normal first and see how bad it is from there.
There's a 2-up save. Right?
2-up saves. So 1 dice.
So that's 8 in total.
Which we're going to take the one on 1 wound, which is the sergeant.
Yes.
Okay. Then one of the 7 is going to be the apothecary.
Yes.
So that leaves 6 more to do. I'm going to have to take 6 guys, I think. So I've had to take the 6 guys because I want to keep the chaplain alive to make these hit harder.
So there's 3 left: chaplain, praetor, and then Mauler pattern bolt cannons. Hit on 3s. They are twin linked. That was a thing.
That was a hit.
Strength 6, toughness not that. Wounds on 2s, but you do get full 2-up saves against all this sort of shenanigans.
And that's 8.
Yes.
So I'm going to get 8 2-ups.
And you're good?
We're fine. Now, we didn't really measure the charge.
No,
but
just
got
don't roll
plus
snake.
2 to it, so I reckon it's going to be a 4.
That's
a 10 will do.
Oh, yeah.
So marks the end of the shooting. That was the result of the charge. 10 inches was very good.
Yeah.
Meant they all bunch up, and when they pile in, everyone will be able to attack. It was a good shooting phase for you. I found a couple of units that I got rid of didn't hurt as much as the first turn. There's a lot of firepower gone from those units.
Yes. My gun versus your punch. Your punch is unbelievable. The AdMech shooting is pretty strong as well.
Yeah, I am
it's been a brutal game.
Thinned out.
Yeah.
All my easy stuff's dead. My 3-up saves are gone.
Yeah.
I've still got some stuff left. It's strong.
It would be really helpful though if you could fail that leadership 8 back on your home field objective over there.
Leadership 8 is a 5. So they are going to remain there and hopefully score.
So we've got 1 charge coming up, which is the Myrmidons are going to attempt to charge a Dreadnought.
Yes.
And he's not going to react, he's going to turn and look away.
I'm going to react. I'm going to disorder you because I feel this automatically happens.
Okay, and I don't think I can fail the charge.
Nope, we'll roll it anyway just for your pile-ins, which you're going to do whatever you want with that 7. We're starting off with the combat. The Mechanicum are all unwieldy, so the Contemptor will strike first, hitting on 3s with the majority weapon skill.
He hit every time last time as well.
It's toughness 5.
Yes.
So he's going to be 2s with the shred. Come on, shred. Oh, so it's 3 brutal 2s.
Okay.
There's no one on any wounds
injured
anymore.
Yet. You killed all the dudes. Here's one of the dudes. He's still alive on 2 wounds.
And he's got 2 more saves to make.
And he's still alive on 1 wound remaining.
So he'll get all his attacks. We'll just add them up. Many attacks, hitting on 5s with hatred.
Yes. They're very, very angry. They believe the best way to show their worship of the Omnissiah is by killing stuff in war, the Myrmidon cults. So they hate stuff. So
I got him an extra 2 hits.
these are all the hits. This is before my Warlords fights. Now, Strength 7 versus Toughness 7,
Yep,
but I bet
you've
rag
got rag
grenades.
grenades. Yep. So
Freeze
freeze.
to wounds, and on this axis are AP2, and you've got 1 wound.
So he does die, and he plays up 1, so he's just going to hit 4 Myrmidons.
4 guys in the front. They are wounded on that. They have 3 up saves and 1's on a wound. So he'll go.
And 1 guy takes 1. And you've secured your objective. Onto this combat on the edge of the board. The Crimson Paladin Sergeant's going to strike first at initiative 5, hitting on 3s.
Oh dear.
He didn't charge this turn, so he's going to be 6s.
Is it?
And he does none. But now we've got the guys that rend on 5s.
Okay.
So hit on 3s.
Drop 2 of them, unfortunately.
2. And now... Oh, nothing.
Nothing. And then I'm going to hit you back with my rampaging attacks on 5s. Last time I only landed a blow. This time I feel like I'm going to land 5 out of 5.
Okay. It's not 5 out of 5, it's 0 out of 5.
I didn't land anything. No, nothing. We didn't hurt each other. I do have an It Will Not Die of 4 up, so while we're here, he does gain a wound back, so he's back up to 7. So at the end of that combat, no wounds were lost. In fact, wounds were gained.
Yeah.
That's strange.
It's the opposite of what should have happened
in the combat. And we've got 1 more combat to do. Your Warlord, your Chaplain versus the other Thanatars.
So onto this one, we have got the 2 Centurions there. They've both got a Perdition Sword, so I'm going to strike them at the same time. We're hitting on 3s, I presume.
Yes.
With Hatred.
Good job.
Because it's the first round of combat. And then we're looking for 5s, and 6s will be rending. So we really want 6s.
There's a 6.
There's 1 6 and 2 normal. So it's 4 2-ups and 2
4 2-ups. 5-ups. Let's do the 5-up. 1's dead.
Oh yeah, because that's brutal 2. That will kill the guy at the back.
And then these are brutal 2-ups. And they're
He's all fine. Does he blow up?
So the guy at the back, he does blow up. How far does he blow up? He blows up an inch, hits my robot next to me, wounds it. He has a 2-up save. He's fine.
He's fine. And now the Dawnbreakers will attempt to take the 3 wounds off that guy. 9 attacks from the Dawnbreakers, hitting on 3s. With the much needed Hatred, that was not very good. That's better. And now we charged, and I like a Blood Angel's charge because it makes it quite more beneficial against Mechanicum, it seems. For the 5s.
There's 1.
There's 1. 1 5-up involved.
Is it brutal or anything?
No brutal on this one. No brutal.
So you're telling me I'm okay?
He's going to be...
I'm okay.
He's on 2.
He's on 2.
And now he gets to punch back.
Right, 3 attacks, 2 attacks for having shock charges. And, he's hitting you on 5s.
Yeah.
I hit twice. It's strength 8, AP3.
Okay.
So you're going to get a 2-up save against this, but if you fail, you're dead.
They don't fail. You're fearless.
Yes, we're locked up.
So we're going to be locked up and he takes a wound. Not most surrenders. Stops their shooting, at least.
I didn't take a wound. Did I take a wound?
Oh yeah, 1 breach
from the kill guy. And that's the end of Bad Mech turn 2, and it has been brutal. You annihilated me. I've been annihilating you. There's hardly anything left, and you've only had 1 turn so far. It was 4 points to 2. However, I do pick up another point for being on this objective here, which makes it 5 points to 2. And I think your Dawnbreakers now score if they break out of that combat.
If I break out of that combat, but they're not going to be able to even consolidate that far, let's be honest.
But maybe in turn 4 they could jump on there. And apart from the Dawnbreakers, you've got another unit over there that can scrabble some points.
Yeah.
But really, I think you're in kill mode now. Kill as much as possible. Make sure that you have the more units remaining on the table at the end. Potentially go for my Warlord as well. You've got Terminators over here. There's a Land Raid over here. There's Speeders over here. There's a Leviathan in the middle of the table. I'm a little bit terrified, even though it is 5 points to 2.
Yes.
So, Blood Angels turn 2?
That's right. Blood Angels turn 2 movement. We've pulled the Terminators forward to be within denial range. The Land Raider didn't immobilise itself. He's come in for some more options of firing arcs. The Leviathan has trundled forward to gain some line of sight on the Myrmidons. We're obviously in combat here. We're in combat here. They don't want to move. And he's reversed back a little bit because he wants to be further away in case he explodes and pins them.
I see. I was wondering what you're doing there. That's clever.
So we're going to do some Blood Angel shooting. These phalanx are going to get lit up by the Land Raider, so we're shooting the 4 las cannons, hitting on 3s.
Yes, I'm not reacting to this. They're slightly out of position.
2s to wound.
Okay, so 6 up intervening stuff.
6 up intervening.
And a 6 up feel no pain on the other stuff. Right, you nuke one of them down to 1 wound remaining. It's not dead yet.
Okay, but then we're going to heavy bolt on.
And the thing about heavy bolters against Mechanicum is it actually hurts because these are AP4.
4, and they've only got 4 up.
Yeah.
And we only do 1 wound, so it's enough to kill one.
6.
Oh, no, it's not.
Oh.
The Tartarus Terminators are going to rapid fire into the tech throws.
1 minute. If you're shooting at the tech throws, that means you're not charging the Myrmidons?
I'm not.
Why are you charging the Myrmidons? It's my Warlord. It's a big, nasty unit.
Because you've got rad grenades,
yes,
lots of power axe attacks. I've only got a 5 up impulse.
What if I promise not to use my rad grenades?
I don't trust you.
Okay. The Emperor must die.
So basically my tactic is the same as what Winters has been doing to me, is kill the scoring.
That's true, because you're denying me that objective.
I'm denying you.
And they don't score the Myrmidons, they do score.
So my plan is that if you push those off,
yes,
at least that scoring unit's gone, but I know you got more. But we'll deal with that one later.
Okay.
So we're hitting on 3s. These are not twin linked.
They're not twin linked?
The plasma ones.
Okay.
Can't be plasma, you lose the twin linkage, and that's terrible because I'm winning on 3s.
Interestingly, it's AP5 and they have a 6 up save, so it burns straight through their armour. But there's stuff in the way, so 6s, and they have a 5 up fear no pain because they're in pain all the time. They don't really like their jobs, and 3 of them get taken out. That will be enough for a leadership test. Guess what their leadership is?
6.
Yes.
Land Raider up next. The right-hand sponson and heavy bolter are going to kill the tech throws, hopefully.
Hopefully.
And the left-hand sponson is going to shoot for the building at the phalanx.
Okay. Still not shooting at the Myrmidons.
No, not yet.
Okay.
They wait their turn.
Right.
So the 2 las cannons into the tech throws first. 1 hit. 1 6 up terrain test.
1 dead.
Okay, and then the heavy bolter gets 4 shots, twin linked, and wounding on 2s.
2s to wound, yeah.
3 wounds.
3 wounds. There's 3 left.
3 left.
I need 6s, or
1's going to be alive.
5s. 2 alive.
All 3 of them are going to be alive.
2 are alive. 3 are alive. Look, that was good.
Good for you. And then the other las cannon into the phalanx, that's it.
Hits, wounds, firing through a ruin, and a 6 up feel no pain, and one of them takes a wound.
The Leviathan time is going to shoot the Myrmidons.
So now you're shooting the Myrmidons.
Yeah, now I am.
I'm definitely shrouding this. It's a Leviathan. It's scary.
Okay, so we've got the Phosphex first on top. This is barrage. This can hit all of them. All the other weapons can only hit 3. I want a big hit. We get the hit, so we hit 4 because we can crawl in fire.
Lingering death and all that, yeah.
Yeah, so 3 up poisoned.
Okay.
So
they're all AP2.
You got invols?
Yes, 5 up invulnerable saves. They have refractor, fields, and a 5 up shrouding. We love a bit of fire. 1 takes a wound. 1's down to 2 wounds remaining.
And then we have got 6 shots from the storm cannon, hitting on 2s. And now this is strength 7, so this could be 2s. It's 2 breaching and 2 normal.
Okay, so 2 3 ups and 2 5 ups, and then 2 shrouding, and one of them drops down to 1 wound, not dead yet.
Not yet. Now we got assault cannons. Hopefully finish off at least 1.
Yes.
Are they fearless?
No, leadership 10 stubborn with my.
Well, that was
not good. No.
Now these are strength 6, so these are going to be 3s.
Yes.
It's 1 rend. Small ones. Let's get rid of those dice.
A 5 and a 5. Oh. No, you don't kill any.
Land speeders are shooting into the Myrmidons. Now it's 4 missile shots and 2 mortars. Whatever happens, it's going to be the same sort of save. So we roll them all at once. They're all twin linked,
which is fortunate because that's 4 misses.
There you go. That's better. Now we're winning on 2s.
Yes.
and then it's all those invols.
Okay, invulnerable saves all round, 5 ups. I'm going to make them all, except for the 4 that I don't make.
Oh,
So the Lord's dead,
he
one's down
dies,
to
and
1
one
wound.
down to 1.
We put the template down as well, because that's now difficult, dangerous from the phosphex. It's burning and melting the ground underneath.
End of the shooting phase, we've got 2 leaderships. We've got 1 on the Myrmidons, leadership 10 stubborn.
Yes, we hold.
Oh. And then leadership 6.
On the little tech throws, let's see how brave they are. They're not that brave.
No, brave.
They're out of there.
So they're going to run.
Where did that las cannon come from? They're running a long way.
Yeah, they're out there. So on to the Blood Angels assault phase.
They're famous for charging.
Yeah, we're not going to charge anything. So obviously these shot the tech files, they're gone. I didn't want to charge them anyway. And then nothing else is quite in range.
Okay.
We've murderized each other to create some gaps. We're going to save this one. I'm going to do this one first because this one was weird last time.
It was weird. Definitely some wounds are going to happen this time, right?
So my sergeant, I've got 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. And then wounding on 6s. No.
Okay.
So it's not started well. And I got 6 attacks from the other chaps with their swords. Hitting on 3s.
You dropped 3 of them. That's terrible.
And we want some 5s. There's 2.
Are they rend?
Yeah, they are rendered.
Rending. So 5 up invulnerable saves. I take 2 wounds this time. He goes back down to 5 wounds. Then he's going to punch you back again, right?
Yeah.
Last time I missed every single time. That means I'm going to hit every single time. That's how maths work. I'm going to hit twice. Strength 10.
Yeah, so you wounded on 3s because there's shields.
Okay. 1 wound.
And it's a 4-up save. And he saves. I win combat, you're fearless.
I'm fearless, yeah.
That's the end of that. So I'm looking for a lot of 6s here now. The 2 consoles, striking first, hitting on 3s. No hatred either. Now we want at least 1 6. Or we get 2, so that's 4 brutal 2
yes.
for each. So it's 4 AP2 hits. So it's 4 in, yeah, because they're power swords essentially.
Nice. Okay, so 5 plus invulnerable saves. The Thanatar is alive on a wound. I don't know how that happened, but he's alive on a wound.
So I've got 6 more attacks to go. And I need a little bit of luck.
Brutal? Are these AP2 or anything?
They're 5 up breaching.
Okay.
It's going to be 6s.
Everything hit, okay.
So that many 6s again will be nice. I get 1.
Right, AP.
2, because that's a breach.
It's AP2. Brutal?
No, just 1 save. 1 5 up.
And my Thanatar's still alive. My Thanatar's not alive.
Does he blow up and kill them all?
He blows up 3 inches, so he's going to hit all 5
of them,
the dudes there and wound them on 2s and wound 4 of them. They've all got 2-up saves.
Yes.
So
But it does double them out. It kills 1. End of Blood Angels, turn 2. I nearly said 3. It's not turn 3.
No.
I've had 2 goes.
Yeah.
I've killed a lot side. I would have rather just killed Winters Thanatar in his turn, because now they're open to be shot.
yes,
And it's Warlord.
yes.
But they are scoring now, because he's killed them quite substantially. So they're going to make their way back to there and hopefully score if Winters ignores them, but it's unlikely.
I'm definitely not going to ignore it.
I've managed to deny that, so I'm happy that if they survive, we'll see what happens in Winter's turn 3 for the Mechanicum. And I score 1 point, so it's 5-3 to the Mechanicum going into turn 3. Mechanicum turn 3 movement then, Winters.
Yeah, 5 points to 3.
What's happened?
I'm scared that you're going to have far too many units remaining at the end of the battlefield and steal some more points, and there's still 2 dudes on this objective over here. So I need to kill them. The unit that deep struck and mishapped and now moved forward, 18-inch range with the lightning guns, 24-inch range with the multi-melters. You're in range, I could shoot them, get them off of that objective. That's the plan. And if they move, shoot, move, they'll be scarily close to the Leviathan, so they might move, shoot, move in the opposite direction. But stop you scoring that thing.
Yeah.
I've also got the Darkfire cannons that could shoot down there if that doesn't work with the Talax, but really, I want to shoot the Dawnbringers that reacted after I moved.
Yes.
Because the Dawnbringers currently score.
Yep.
But if I kill the 2 Dawnbringers, then you're not scoring because you can jump onto that objective there in the middle of the table and get some points.
I can.
You've still got scoring options all over the place.
And it's another denial unit that you need to move.
Exactly. So the Thalax can shoot at the Dawnbringers as well.
Yes.
They were behind the ruin, they've jumped up, they've jumped over. And the reason why they've jumped over is because there's an objective there which I want to score, but in order to score that objective, I previously just had to kill the Terminators, then I would score that objective, but now I have to kill the Terminators and the Dawnbringers to score that objective. And let's face it, if I don't kill the Dawnbringers and the Terminators, then probably everything here dies. Because there's lots of missile launchers and las cannons and things.
Yeah,
and
not so many wounds left.
This could be the win condition rather than shooting at the two little fellows on the other side of the battle grid. So I think we're going to be pouring everything into this pile of hate down here.
Yeah.
Except for the 3 Thalax that are shooting up the table there, and that's where we'll start the shooting phase.
3 Thalax then, 2 lightning guns.
3s to hit. They are strength 7.
2s of shred.
They shred, and they rend on a 4-up, so they don't rend. You get full armor saves against those 2.
2 3-ups. They're fine.
Oh, I'm not going to kill
Multi melter.
It doesn't hit. Twin linked. Doesn't hit. No. No, what have you done?
So Winters.
Yes.
That went terribly.
Yes.
Now, do you want to spend all that firepower into 2 guys?
Yes. With the Castellax, yes.
Or you can shoot this way and go for Warlord.
Yes.
You can shoot everything there first and see how that goes. Hopefully better than this.
You know what? That's a good idea. Let's shoot everything there first and see how that goes.
Okay. Are we starting with the Thalax or the Myrmidons?
I don't know. One of the Myrmidons is on 3 wounds remaining. I think the Myrmidons, they're going to shoot the Terminators. That was their plan. We don't like the Terminators. We're going to shoot the Terminators, okay? So let's put all the phase plasma fusels into the Terminators and a multi-melter and a flamer. Do you want to shroud this? Or are you waiting for the Dawnbringers?
I'm waiting for the Dawn.
I would too.
Dawn, yeah.
Gets hot on the guy on 1 wound remaining. Don't roll a 1, Winters.
He's rolled 2.
5 up, invulnerable. He's dead. Okay. He's dead.
But he hits 4 times still, yeah.
And then the other guy, he's okay. Why couldn't it be that way around? Okay, I've lost a Myrmidon, and these wound on 2s, breach on a 4. Look at all those 4s. That's a beautiful roll, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so we got 2 2-ups. They're fine. And how many is that? 6 5-ups, because these are Tartarus.
Okay.
They don't do well. 2 Terminators die.
Then?
Was it a Grav? No, a Melter.
It was just 2 turns.
Yeah, 2 at the back.
Then Melter Fire from a Warlord. I can't do the Flamer because I put him behind my guy. He hits. He doesn't wound. Brilliant. I just killed 2 Terminators. It looks like we're going to be punching them.
Yes.
I thought about what you said. Do I keep overkilling the units on your home field objective, or do I go for your Warlord's unit? I feel like it's your Warlord. And the Emperor must die.
Okay.
The Emperor must die. He is going to get lit up by all the Dark Fires. And I'm going to tell the Dark Fires to shoot better so they're hitting on 2s.
Yep.
Do you want to react to this?
I'm going to shroud.
I would, Coco. We've got a lot. We'll do a lot of bolters first.
Oh no, the chaplain's not fearless anymore.
Chaplain's not fearless anymore.
I can. Yeah, he's usually 10 stubborn now.
Oh yeah, it used to be fearless, didn't it? Anyway, here's all the bolters. We're not in rapid fire range, so we're just shooting you with a bolt gun weaponry because there's a couple of guys on a wound there. This could tickle them. 4s to wound. There's 3 tickles. Do you like those tickles? Bolt gun fire.
All 2-ups there.
No tickles. Okay.
And then
gets hot on the guy that's injured, and then the other guy, another guy. One of them gets hot, and the last guy, and the gets hot is a 5-up in Vun, so another one takes a wound. And then these are strength 7, AP2, wounds on 2s.
Right. So strength 7, you say?
Yes.
So this is my pile. I'm going to start killing the chaplain. 2 invols, 2 shrouds. He dies.
Dead chaplain.
And now we've got 5 wounds remaining and 5, so...
that guy's got a bit of cover. You can put 6s on him and then 5s.
Okay, 6s.
And then 5
Oh, and then it's shrouds, isn't it? So he dies.
Okay, chaplain.
So now I've got 3.
Rest are in the open.
So do I want him to be scoring or do I want the Warlord to die?
Well, give up Warlord, that's a point. Give up scoring, and that potentially is a point as well.
I feel like they might be ending death anyway with the amount of Phalanx still there, so I'm going to go on the Warlord to increase my chances.
He's alive. He's still alive.
And one more invul. With a Shroud. He's dead. So it gets Warlord.
So the last thing left to fire is pick on that Dawnbringer. He's on his own. His chaplain's died. He's covered in his Warlord's blood.
Is there any more battles in that squad?
There's 2 photon thrusters, which are AP2.
Okay. Strength?
6.
Okay, so not instant deafen.
No. And they get hot, and we're hitting on 3s, and we're hitting on 3s. So 3 of them hit.
3 2s. Or 2 2s will do it. He's dead.
He's dead.
End of the shooting phase, 25% casualties on the Terminators. We need this. Need your bait.
And they hold.
They're holding.
Interestingly, I have to take 25% casualties on my unit for killing
that is a rule.
So basically, something blew up in amongst my Warlord's unit. It's like, was that incoming fire? And
no! That is
I was going to charge the turn. What? No!
Oh dear, so they're going 2d6 backwards.
No!
7 inches.
What have you done, you stupid Warlord?
Okay, so that we both think that was game changing.
Yes.
Big result there. It keeps me in the game because if you push those Terminators, I don't think I could have caught you.
Yeah.
But now I can still chase for a draw or chase for the win.
I don't get that point. And then Terminators versus Thalax. Thalax die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is the difference between me absolutely winning the game with ease and you potentially drawing winning. There's all sorts of combinations that could happen now. I'm scared.
Yeah. You can hear the terror in his voice. So we're going to pan straight over here to a bit of a pointless combat.
The eternal combat.
Basically, what we want for this to end is you to roll really well. But it's not gone that way so far.
Well, I think I deserve a good roll after rolling box guys.
Yeah. So this is the sergeant.
Yes.
So he hits twice. He wounds once. It's 2.
Is it brutal?
It's brutal 2, but it's 2 2-ups. So he's lost a wound.
Lost a wound.
Down to 4.
Right.
Now I got 6 more attacks.
3s to hit.
Okay. That's
that only 2 hits?
Yeah.
No wounds.
So I've caused 1.
Okay.
Now you got 4, 5.
That meant
There we go.
3 land this time. You said kill a couple. I'm trying.
We're wounded on 3s because there's still more shields than 1.
2 wounds. 2 invulnerable saves.
2 4s.
No. You won that combat again. It will not die on my dude. He doesn't get his wound back. He's down to 4 wounds, and that's the end of my turn 3. And I scored nothing. I get a point for Warlord.
Point for Warlord. So it's 6-3.
Yes.
I need to score big now.
You can score that one.
I'm going to score that one.
And then...
I need to lose a Terminator.
Yes.
I need to charge those. You kill one. I become scoring.
Yeah, because if you're below half, you score.
Yes.
So what you're saying is don't overwatch them, don't do anything to them.
Although it is from the beginning of my next player turn, so it won't come into turn 4.
So next turn.
So yeah.
Okay. And then that's a scoring unit down here that you want there. It's interesting. I don't know what's going to happen.
No.
Blood Angels turn 3.
End of Blood Angels turn 3 movement. We've lined this Land Raider up at these Phalanx. These have tried to hide behind a wall. Let's see how that works. Obviously, you get to move, so you'll probably still get a firing arc on them. This Land Raider is pivoted and shooting through the windows at those Phalanx. Trying to prevent any scoring. I don't want any scoring to happen.
And they're quite quick. They're nippy.
The Leviathan's trundled forward, staying within 3 inches of that objective to deny. And then the land speeders have come round to get options on their firing arcs and see what happens. And the Terminators have skirted around this dangerous terrain to get a charge on here. And you've chosen to hold.
I'm holding. I don't think the Thalax over here can escape what's about to befall them. And if you decide to shoot at my Warlord instead, then I just need to shroud the crap out of it and not lose my Warlord.
Yes. So we're going to go on to some shooting. Land Raider is going to shoot the Phalanx.
Yes.
We want to kill 1 wound and make them run.
Okay.
So we're starting with the Laz.
Yes.
We've hit 3 times and we've caused 3 wounds. So we've got 3 up, cover save.
No, 6 up.
6 up, cover save.
6 up, cover save.
Yep.
6 up, feel no pain. And one of them dies.
And one's on 1 wound.
And then the 4.
4 heavy bolters. Twin link these ones. And then 4s to wound. Just a 1.
Just 1, and I need a 6 and a 6 again. So 6, no, 6, no. It's down to
the other
1 left with the multi-melter. That will be a leadership test.
The second Land Raider is going to shoot 1 las cannon and the heavy bolter into this phalanx, and then the other las cannon is going to shoot the fleeing warlord in the back. So into the back of the warlord.
Yes.
Do this one real quick.
And they miss.
It was really quick.
It was good because I can't shroud. We remembered because I'm running away.
Too worried about getting out of there and then ducking.
Yes.
1 hit from the other las cannon.
Okay.
And no wound.
Brilliant.
And then heavy bolters into the phalanx. All hit. 2 wounds.
2 wounds. Firing through a ruin this time, so a 5 and 6s. He's down to 1 wound remaining. You try to polish him off, but he's still stubbornly hanging in there.
The Leviathan is going to shoot into the phalanx.
Yeah, so I'm going to return fire with this, actually, not shroud, because then it'll be blinded. So in its next shooting attack, so the last turn of the game, which will be critical, if I get the blind through, it'll be glorious. And I think the phalanx are dead anyway. They're in a sandwich there.
Yeah. So we're going to start off with the phosphex on this guy's head.
Yes.
And we're going to hit, and we're going to linger fire, which will be able to probably get all 6 with a small blast. And we'll free up poisons, so that's 4.
At AP2.
AP2, so it's 6 up. Feel no pain. Oh, made 2.
wins.
So 1's down to 1. And then we've got 6 shots with the storm cannon, which will be hitting on 2s. That's all hit.
Wound on 2s.
Wound on 2s, and this is AP4, so it'll just be straight intervening models and feel no pains.
6s, and then 6s. No, that's 5 more wounds.
That's 1 dead, 2 dead.
1 was injured already, there's 3 left, yeah.
Yeah, and then we've got 8 shots with the assault cannons. 6 hits. These are going to be 3s to wound. 4.
And they're all,
Same again, yeah.
intervening, and the feeling of the pains. And long story short, there's 2 left, and 1 of them is on 2 wounds. And that was absolutely frightening.
Could you just double check if the melter gun's within 12?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely within 12. Look at it.
Yeah, definitely. So might as well check that. And we'll forget about that.
Okay, so I'm going to shoot you back. Here's the 4 lightning guns, just for a little bit of tickle. 1 of them hits. It's
4 up
strength 7,
so you just want that.
and it shreds. So it doesn't do anything. Right, the main thing is the blinding weaponry. Hitting on a 3, sorry, I wasn't waiting for the camera.
No, that's fine. 3s.
And 3s, that one gets hot and hurts a dude. On a 1, 2, 3, it was the one who was already injured. No, it's not the one who was only injured. These wound on 6s. No wounds, but you do take a blinding test because you're hit by a blinding weapon.
And
if you could roll a 5 or 6, please.
4, isn't it? Yeah.
It works.
6.
It works.
Blinded. So he's now weapon skill
And ballistic skill
1, which for the rest of the game, really, because it's
essentially until the next time you've called to shoot or fight. So if I don't charge you or don't force you to return fire against me, you're blinded.
So if you ignore him, he's blinded.
Yeah, basically, that's what I'm going to do until turn 4.
Yeah, that seems fair. Okay. Javelins are going to shoot all the way over at this phalanx left on 1 wound.
Right.
We're aiming for a last man standing point here. I know it's early on in the game. Well, it's not that early on, really. That's 2 to wound.
Okay.
That's 2.
There's intervening, 6s, and then
2
feel no
fire
pains, and you kill him.
We get it. And then before we go charging in, we've got 6 rapid fire bolt gun shots hitting on 3s. And wounded on 5s because your toughness 5.
Yes. 1 wound, 4 up save, 6 up feel no pain, down to 1 phalanx remaining on full health. That's the end of your shooting phase. So they definitely need to take a leadership test. And it's leadership 7. And they break as well. And they're running away a long way.
Yeah. On to the assault phase. I'm going to charge the Terminators into the fleeing phalanx. If I need a 9, if I catch him, you need to do a leadership, otherwise they get run down. So I'm surging free, so you don't need to worry about that.
I can't overwatch or anything, can't make reactions because I'm falling back. So you run forward a little bit, don't make that charge. That is horrible, you know. I'm falling back over there All I've got is these two
Well,
units.
everything is fleed here.
Yeah.
All these 3 units.
Yeah. The Tech Throw was recruited last turn, but what are they going to do?
They're too far away now, right?
So I've got these 2 units over here, and one of them's locked up in combat, and you've still got 2 Land Raiders, Leviathan, Dreadnought, Terminators, Speeders, but for some reason, you're losing. So time to turn that frown upside down.
Well,
let's kill this Thanatar.
Let's kill him now. We're rolling 6s for days here. So the Sergeant first, because he's initiative 5. He wants the 6s. There's not. Then I need 3 extra dice. For the Terminators. And they hit a little bit better.
Yeah.
Now I want 5s for 1. 5 up invul.
I'm good. To be fair, even though this has gone on and on and on,
I've stopped some big gun shooting.
if the rolls were reserved and I was reversed and I was playing Space Marines, I'd have done exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I'd have shut down that thing. It's like 270
I've
points.
played against one of these. I did not like it.
No.
So that's
And
why.
with these things that have -1 to wound as well,
Yeah, with
taking
the
that
shields,
out of the fight was the right move. Anyway, I'm going to hit you back on 5s.
Yep.
And I hit once.
And a
And
3
I wound on a 3. I'm not going to roll a 1 again. Except I do. I do roll a 1 again, and that's the end of that combat.
Yeah, so I obviously need to surge these 3. And that is the end of Blood Angel's turn 3. And Cathonia missions are only 4 turns. So we're going to go on to the last turn of Mechanicum. I score another point, which takes it to 6-4.
Yep.
2 points in it, 1 turn to go.
Yep. You get a point. If you've got more units remaining, you've definitely got more units remaining. So let's assume it's going to be
And a point
6-5
for
in the end.
Warlord, so your Warlord might be picked on in your last turn. Unless he flees now, and then he's gone. Because he counts as dead.
What shall we do on
at the end
camera?
of the
Let's see if he...
game. Yeah, so he's leadership 10.
So if he flees, he counts as dead.
Yeah.
So if I roll boxcars again, it's horrible. He's okay.
He's going to be
He will
back.
regroup. I'll
So
roll
I'm
for the
gonna have to-
phalanx as well while the camera's here, and he's continuing to
running.
flee.
So he's going to be dead.
As we go on to Mechanicum, turn 4.
Mechanicum turn 4 movement then. So we saw you rally,
Yes.
and you've shuffled minimum because your initiative's low.
Initiative 3, so they're hanging in there, trying to be very, very quiet. Now, I could snap fire out of there, but I don't want them to know that we're here,
Yeah.
because I don't want to lose my Warlord.
No, that's
So he's
fair.
staying quiet down there. At least he's toughness 5, though, so then he lands cannons, missile launchers come through. I'm saying there's a chance.
Yeah.
There's chain fifths over there
How many
as
wounds
well.
is there? 8? Is it 4 as well?
4, yeah, and 3. There's
4,
7
7.
wounds there.
But he's got 3 up invul.
Yes.
So I just need to pour whatever's left. He's blinded.
Yes.
Unless you touch him, but you're not
I'm not
going to
touch him. In fact, the only thing I moved was this fellow running away. The tech throws, they found a bit of tech in there. So they're oh, look, an ancient doorstop. It's great.
Yep.
From M2. The only thing that moved is over here. The Castellax need to stop you scoring that objective because it's 6-4. I don't want it to be 6-5 and then Warlord and then I need to kill him.
Yep. I'm going to shroud.
Really?
Shockingly.
Shockingly, you're going to shroud. I'm going to tell them to shoot better.
Yeah.
And the guy in front is the only one with the bolt guns that is in range. So he's going to hit on 2s with his bolt guns and wound on 4s and do nothing with the bolt guns. And 3 robots can see you.
And they gets hot, so you need to do individually.
Gets hot on the one that's injured, gets hot on the one that's injured, and gets hot. So one of them's injured. Those 5 hit.
Yeah.
The injured fella has a 5 up and vulnerable save. And
he's more injured.
He's more injured. And then these
2s.
wound on 2s. And that's 4 wounds.
So we got
Intervening stuff and things.
6s. Oh, there's 2.
Right.
And
Please
I shrouded, so I
Please
need
don't.
5s.
Please don't. Please don't.
Come on, 1.
It makes 1.
So the sergeant's going to be left.
And you got feel no pain. It's strength 7.
No, because I shrouded, so you don't
Oh,
get 2.
yeah, of course, yeah.
Um,
That's the end of my shooting phase.
I got leadership 8.
Yeah. He holds.
He holds.
He holds.
He holds. That is 1 superhero sergeant that is going to score me another point. We're on to this combat again.
Well, yes. Let's
Okay.
do that combat again.
I need some dice.
Here's some dice.
Okay,
I've got
thank
some
you.
dice.
We know what's happening here. We've done it plenty of
3s
times.
to hit, 6s to wound.
There's no wounds from the sergeant.
Right.
And then the men with the
3s to hit.
swords. And 5s. That's good.
3
That's
wound.
3.
That's 3 invulnerable saves coming up. It's on 1 wound.
He's on 1 wound.
He's angry now. He hits back
Hits 3 times.
because he's angry, you see. Wounds on 3s. Wounds twice.
2 4-ups. 1 dies. So I've lost 2 wounds. You've lost 3. I win combat. You
It
get
will
a
not
wound
die.
back.
No, he's on 1 wound remaining.
You might die at the end.
And it's 6-4, and that's it. That's the end of the game for me. I'm hanging on by my fingernails by 2 points.
I need to score 3 to win, 2 to draw.
Yes.
I'm getting 1.
You're getting 1. You're getting 1.
So I need to score 2 points somehow.
Kill my warlord, that's another.
Yeah, and then last man standing. So basically I've got to kill your warlord.
Kill my warlord, last man standing, and Scott, you win.
Yes.
Kill my warlord to win. How glorious is that?
Right. I think we know what's going to happen. It's Blood Angels turn 4, Operation Kill the Warlord. It's very close. It's 2 points in it.
Yes.
I'm going to score 1, which makes it 1.
Hero Sergeant.
I have got more units left on the table. So
Yes.
as long as you don't kill me over there, I draw.
Yes, because
you'll
have more
Or if
units
I don't
remaining.
lose another unit there.
Yes.
But then if I kill him, then I've got a spare unit.
Yes. Because it's 7 points to 6 units on the table. Yes.
I need to kill the Myrmidon. That would be another unit in my advantage. And then hopefully just charge and kill the Warlord.
Yeah. Point for objective, point for having the last man stuff, kill the warlord and win.
Yes.
Any other condition, it's going to be a draw. How did it get to come to this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very tight.
Yeah.
So we're going to start off with the blinded... No, we're going to start off with the las cannons over there. There's one las cannon that I've managed to snake through all of that.
Yes.
And get some line of sight. He hits twice. He wounds once, so you've got 5 up cover,
Wow.
5 up invul anyway, isn't it?
Well, what you're saying is, if you kill
can
my
tank him,
warlord,
so you don't want to tank him on the warlord.
you win, right? But he's got a 3-up invulnerable save. So surely I've got to tank 1 on my warlord. He's also on this side of the battle grid. That means he's probably going to get hit by the last cannon.
Yeah, to be fair, I probably can't see the actual Myrmidon.
And he takes a wound.
So
Start
he's
as you
down
mean to
2.
go on. Start as you mean to go on.
And now we're going to chuck more phosphex in.
It's a
Phosphex is
blast, and you can still shoot. Yeah.
fun. Oh no, blinded.
It puts you down to ballistic skill
It's not
1.
snap phone. Do I want to do that though and make my charge life harder? I've got crawling death. I can move it back 2 inches. It's going to be fine.
I love the optimism.
It's going to go that way 4 inches.
And you can crawl back 2.
So we'll just move it 2 inches. It hits 1. 3 up poisoned. Poisoned. Now you want to do it on the Myrmidon, right?
Yeah, now we'll share out the love.
Yeah.
5 up and bun on the Myrmidon. No, he takes a wound as well.
He's down 3. And now we've got the Storm Cannon. Hitting on 6s. There's 1. And it wounds, and it's a rend.
Okay. 3 up on my warlord. We're going to go put it back the other way. He's fine.
He's fine. Now all the assault cannons.
These will go on the Myrmidons. If you get any through, we're spreading them out.
6s. 2. And 3s. 2.
wounds?
They're AP4, so that'd be 3 up save.
So what you're saying is, my warlord, he's got a 2 up. I said I'd put it on the Myrmidons. I'm putting it on the Myrmidons. He's got a 3 up save. He goes down to 2 wounds remaining. They're both on 2 wounds.
What's next? Javelin's up next. Missiles are going in first, hitting on...
Shoot me in the back. I'm shrouding. They're ducking.
Yeah.
They're throwing themselves to the floor.
They're trying to survive. We are twin linked. We hit 3 times. Strength 4, toughness 5, strength 8, 2s.
So these are AP3.
Yeah.
So these are going to go on my warlord.
Okay.
He's got a 2 up save. Got to do them 1 at a time because you might tickle him. He's fine.
He's not tickled.
And then there's a couple of multi-melters.
Which are twin linked. Yes. And now we want 2s still, yeah.
Okay, so 5 up invulnerable saves on the Myrmidon. Spreading out the love. And a 5 up shroud as they threw themselves to the floor. No wounds. Of course, you've still got a land raider. You've still got those Terminators.
Yeah.
4 wounds to get through.
So
I've done my shroud.
We'll keep rolling. So the
Las cannons. Land raider.
heavy bolter,
Okay. That's 3 ones.
twin linked.
They
Okay.
all hit.
And now these are 4s for 2.
2 wounds. Myrmidon. 3 up saves. It's down to 1 wound remaining at the moment.
Las cannons. We want a good hit.
That's
We
some
get
good
a
hit.
decent
That's pretty
hit.
good hit.
And we get 3 wounds.
3 wounds. So the Myrmidon is on
He's
1.
on 1, yeah.
Our Lord is on 2. You're saying this could kill them all. So let's put 1 on the Lord.
Okay, 3 up.
He's okay.
That's a good start.
1 on the Myrmidon.
He's dead.
1 on the Lord. My
He's on
Warlord
1 wound.
is on 1 wound. He's on 1 wound.
Would it be a shame
Yes.
if he was taken down by bolt of fire?
It would be embarrassing. It would be embarrassing. He'd be on eBay the next day. Bolt of fire on an Archmagos. I'm not sure that's even legal in this country.
Right. It's happening.
Okay.
We're committing war crimes, it would seem. We hit 4 times.
You're not going to wound now. You're not going to wound.
We wound twice.
You do wound.
1-1.
I'm not going to fail a save though. I'm not going to roll a 1. I don't roll
He
a
doesn't.
1.
I'm going to have to charge you.
Is that the end of your shooting phase?
Yes. He does have a leadership to make, actually.
If I fail, I count as
He's
destroyed and you win.
Yes. Leadership 10, though. 9. That's good. I'm going to charge with the Leviathan first. He needs a 9
Yes.
to go crashing through the walls.
Okay. We're going to brace. Now, the interesting thing is, if I
don't-
fail this,
Yeah. Oh,
I fall back.
Yes.
And I'm losing, and I lose as well.
yes.
So leadership 10. I don't want to get multi-charged by a Leviathan, because if I brace, it counts for
If
the
you
Terminators.
brace and I don't make it,
and-
they're all disordered.
Yeah. But if I roll 11 on 12, I lose the game.
Yes.
I'm fine, I brace. We get
Okay.
back off the floor, dig his heels in, he's ready.
No,
9
we
inch charge.
we
for
want the
Leviathan.
9. Yeah, he's a no. I'm not even going to move him.
So it's the Terminators.
Terminators, I've got to try.
And interestingly, going into terrain, so Snake Eyes will be a failed charge.
Yes. We
A
make
lot of
it.
Snake Eyes.
And then the javelins, because they
Really?
have like 4 chainsword attacks each as well with charge. Oh, well, it would be 3. And they're going to fail.
Yeah.
No, in fact, no, because they get +2.
+2 to move, they'll get in there, and that'll be 2 Hammer of Wraths, and you'll wound me on 3s on the way in. And I don't want to I mean, again, if I get run over by a javelin, what an ignoble way to die. He doesn't die. Let's pile him in, let's find out what's
Okay.
going on.
We're going to abandon this for now.
It's the cherry on the cake.
Yes, we're gonna do the boring one, and we're gonna pivot over to here,
Right.
and then end with the grand game-winning combat.
Thanatar's on a wound.
Yeah, so I've got 3 attacks from a sergeant, hitting on 3s. I want a 6. I get 2.
Two
That's brutal 2, so
sixes.
it's 4 2-ups
Really?
because it's a spear of perdition.
They've been locked in this combat forever, and just at the end of the battle, they take the Thanatar down, which blows up,
catches all of them, and 1 not phalanx,
wounds
castellax.
2 of yours,
1 dies.
and wounds my Castellax, and the Castellax makes the save, doesn't make the save, and it goes down to 1 wound remaining. But boom, he's gone.
And that's that.
They win their combat.
We're on to the grand finale.
The grand finale to win the game.
If I win this combat, I win by 1.
Yes.
I'm initiative 4.
I'm initiative 1, all unwielding.
Okay. So these are going to go first. A
Yes.
weapon skill 4.
Yes.
What weapon skill are you?
An Archmagos, Forge Lord. What weapon skill should he be? Should be like 7 or 8, right?
Yeah. He's not done any rounds of combat to get better from your trait either,
No,
is he?
no. He's weapon skill 4. It's embarrassing. Don't tell anyone.
So I'm going to be hitting on 4s all around.
Yes.
So it's a little bit better for me. I've hit lots of times.
Okay, these are the chain swords from the javelins.
Yeah. I'm going to be wounded on 4s.
5s, because... Oh no, Blood
'cause I
Angels.
charged.
Yeah, Blood
With
Angels.
shred.
Yeah.
That is 4 2-ups.
4 2-up saves. I've got 1 wound remaining. If I did it 1 at a time, it'd be really annoying, wouldn't it?
It would be brilliant.
He's alive.
He's alive.
He's alive, and he dodges to the left. And that wasn't in the pot. I'll do it in the pot. And he dodges to the right, and then he
more.
ducks.
And he
he's dead.
dies.
Taken out by the javelins. The Blood Angels win. No.
And yes, a fitting end. It's been bloody. It's been really fun.
Yeah, 7 points to 6. I've got some Castellax left over here, a Thalax running back in the opposite direction, and 3 Tech Thralls. You've just...
I've whittled you down.
honestly, if I hadn't had that first turn, imagine what... If I
would
hadn't
have been-
seized the initiative and you'd have ran over
Yeah.
me, it would have been brutal.
It would have.
But in the end, a glorious victory for the Loyalists.
So we'll wrap up and we'll see you in the outro. And thank you very much for the game, bud. That's the end of the game then, mate. We know the victory points because we were adding as we went.
Yeah.
And you had it all game.
I did.
It was all. You started off well, and I was slow to call it back. And then at the last turn, I scored 3 points in the last turn.
Bit by bit by bit by bit, you clawed victory from the jaws of defeat. It was glorious. We're talking off camera as well. There was lots of clutch moments in that game. Lots
and there was some
of
bad,
moves.
like your warlord running. That was big. We said that actually, didn't we? That was game changing.
Yep.
And that gave me the opportunity. So that one dice roll gave me the opportunity to win. And then everything fell in line, and I managed to just about pull it off.
And that's why I love Heresy so much. We have a dice roll, which is if he hadn't have fell back, I think I'd have got that.
Yeah, I still think it would have been. I think it might have been a point.
I think it
would have been 6-5.
Yes.
I think that's what it would have been.
Yes. I think there was a potential for you to still draw but not win.
Yeah.
If he hadn't fell back. So that one dice roll lost the game, and that's why I love Heresy. These sorts of extremes that you have, explosions, pinning, falling back to the...
That's your story, isn't it?
That's the story. That's why we play the game. That's what the dice told the story.
Yeah.
He broke in the end and ran away, and he was ran down.
And it cost him the day.
It cost him the day.
And his life.
And his life. And the Blood Angels being a hero like they should. It was glorious.
So that's obviously one really key moment. We were just talking as well of the resilience of Mechanicum to shooting. Because I had a lot of high strength stuff, but there's so many wounds to get through. You can't instant death them very easily unless you've got Typhons or Vindicators. So you're just chipping off those wounds. Yeah. And it's hard.
I think there was one turn where you did 2 or 3 wounds to me in the shooting phase.
I've got quite a lot of shooting as well.
Yeah. So it's... I mean, Admech don't want to be in close combat.
No, as we found out.
There's only a couple of units that can actually fight, like Myrmidons and Voraks and Domitars, and that's about it. In the whole book, there's about 3. But shooting and resilience is their bag.
Yeah.
And so I think we showed that, we showed the Blood Angel. It was a very good battle report. It showed lots of different things.
Yeah, and for it to be that close at the end, over... it's 4 turns with Caphalias.
Yep.
We wanted a slightly shorter day because it's really...
Yeah.
You're moist, you said.
I'm a bit moist. It's warm today. We're filming this on the hottest day of the year.
Yeah, that's what the news said.
That's what the news said. So, you've got to believe the news, right? And the internet never lie. It never lies. So it's moist in here. It's hot in here. It smells quite unpleasant. But it was a glorious game. And thank you for inviting me down.
Thank you for coming on. And like I say, we've already been up to you as a nice Sons of Horus and Death Guard, wasn't it?
There was a glory. That was close as well.
Yeah,
I played
was really close. So we've had 2 really close games.
I know, right? I think I won't spoil if you haven't seen that one, come to Winters SEO YouTube, check out that one. But that came down to the last dice roll or 2. That was, you brought a heavy foot Sons of Horus list.
Loads of infantry. And a spot of demons as well.
Yeah. I remember the demons.
I didn't like that.
Yeah, 2 close games. You're a great opponent, great challenge.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
That Thanatar combat, was it 7 rounds it took?
Oh,
to actually end with the Crimson Paladins?
The Crimson Paladins engaged him in turn 1?
My turn 1, because you came forward and then I land raided forward and then got out 6, which allowed me to move fast.
So 3.5 turns of 7 rounds of combat
before
they finally took him down.
Yeah,
brilliant.
He struggled to hit him. I think that's his thing.
That's the thing. It's I can hit with a strength 10 AP1 armor bane hammer. That's what he's got. But he's got weapon skill 4.
Yeah. So against elite Terminators, not so great.
And he only had a weapon skill 4 because he was a Paragon. Normally they have weapon skill 3. So. And don't get Rampage because he had the 5 attacks. Otherwise, he'd have 3 attacks at weapon skill 3.
Me outnumbering as well.
That's what you want to do. You see them on the table with the big guns. Try and get in there.
Just time up.
Just try and time up.
Especially if you can have something stubborn. So even if they lose combat, you're unlikely to run away.
Yes, they're the Thanatars are the tanks of the Mechanicum, but unlike tanks, which are never locked in combat and can move and shoot and they are.
Yeah.
So if you can get there and grab them, good. Having said that, when they come out in plastic, if they've come out in plastic, by the time this video comes out, get like 10 of them, they're glorious.
They are good. Those plasma ones.
Yes. Whew. Brutal.
That first turn, I was like, okay, I need to do something about those.
Yeah.
And I was worried the Dawnbreakers were going to die. When you got that 15 hits, I was like, But yeah, they just managed to do it as well.
Yeah.
And then you went, I don't like Dawnbreakers. So when they were out and it was a Warlord attached, you were like, I'm having those points and they're dying.
Honestly, don't tell anyone. But they kind of overperformed. They're pretty killy, but killing an entire unit of 15 Assault Marines in one round of shooting is pretty good for them, because it's a 50-50 chance of breaching a 4-up, ignoring cover.
Yeah.
And the Dawnbreakers, that's one of the best outings they've done. They do work, but they really did some work.
You say
today.
they did work, and I killed them, but you did the most wounds to them.
Again, don't mention
yourself.
that. Okay.
You kept overcharging them.
I did 6 wounds to myself, but I need some time for that wound to become a scar. Okay, it's still quite sore.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough of us probably rambling. It's been a great game, and thank you for joining us on Reforge. And we'll see you in the next game. Catch you later.